Welcome back to the farm. Thank you for joining us here, Dyer Family Farm. Today we're going to be talking about or going through the parts of a DIY incubator. I've been using these incubators behind me, as you can see, but I would like to incubate more often. And so I want to build a larger incubator. So I want to go through what the parts are today, and then we'll put it all together. So thank you for joining us. If this is your first time here, please hit that subscribe button. We appreciate everybody that's clicked on this video. Give us a thumbs up if you like what you see. And yeah, just come along, join our journey as we go through life on our farm. Today, like I said, is the incubator series. This is the first of one. So right here, I'll show you a video clip of the wine cooler I bought. I picked up this wine fridge on Facebook Marketplace, and this is what we're going to make the incubator out of. Let's take a look at everything else that's going to go in it. All right, so excited about that. With that wine cooler, we picked up, this is not the cheapest way, but I wanted a very accurate incubator when I'm done. So we picked up the Incubator controller. Comes with a sensor and everything for the heat. Got it on Amazon. Almost everything you can get here on Amazon. This is the Inkbird 110 volt hatching Inkbird temp controller hatching 110 volt. Let's see, I thought it had, it's got a X00U. I'll just show you. See if you can read that. That is the Inkbird right there. That's what we're using for the controller. Then we have this is the power inverter. Again, picked up on Amazon. This is the one we're going to be using. It is a Michule. I believe I said it right on the box. There's the box. So this is going to require 2 power inverters that we will put in the internal part of the wine cooler. So that is one. There is the other right there. There's 2 of them. Set them aside. For heat, I've elected to use a heat ribbon tape, and this will go on the inside so it's super thin. It won't take up very much room. I'll show you how we're going to install all this in another video. But the one main reason I went with this type of heat is because it instantly turns the heat off when the power is cut to it. So, and you can buy it by the foot. I did not get that on Amazon. I will try to put in the show notes and clip it in here where I picked that up. That is my heater. You also need special clips to attach the wiring for that. That's the way we're going to heat it. Now, I'm going to have a digital, I'll show you. I've got a certified humidifier, humidity gauge, not humidifier, a certified humidity gauge made for a cigar humidor. Got that on Amazon. Let's see, what else? This is all plans and paperwork. Okay, this is a Peltier. It is made to cool, and so we wanting to be as accurate as possible. We want a Peltier as well as a heater. That way, if it gets too hot, it can cool down, and if it gets too cold, it heats up. And that is why we had to have the second power inverter. So a Peltier, also from Amazon, did not come in a box, but there is the information. All right, I'm gonna set the Peltier aside. All right, let's talk about humidity a minute. I'm gonna have a humidity tub. I think this will work. If not, I will replace it with something that will. But I have a water float here. It's a float valve, actually. So as the water rises, it floats up and shuts the water off. This will be the inlet to here. So it will be in here like that. That will be inside the incubator. Then the line will go up to some kind of storage bucket, probably a 2-gallon, I'm thinking right now, maybe a 5-gallon bucket on top of the wine cooler for the humidity control for water. I've got a shut off and a couple other valves. I could actually put 2 buckets on it if I wanted to. That's what this is designed to. It's just a couple of, these are, I'm recycling parts that I've had in old chicken waterers to make my humidity waterer. All right, I bought the right kind of wire, several different kinds, a little kit on Amazon. DIY wires is what it's called. There it is. So this is what we're going to use to wire everything together. Excuse me. And I want to have constant light in there. So these are LED lights. So we got LED lights that'll wrap up. It's a ribbon that'll stick to the wall of the incubator on the inside, and those will wrap around and light the whole thing up completely. That is my hope, and that is what I believe I can do with that. A lot of parts. There's a lot of people on YouTube that do this a lot simpler, but I want it to be extremely accurate. Maybe overkill, maybe not, but I believe this is going to be the best one on YouTube, especially built out of a wine cooler. And here I've got 3. I may not need all 3 of them, but I got 3 computer fans, also Amazon, to help circulate. Now I may be able to use the fans that are already in the wine cooler as well, but I will show you that as we're putting it together, how that works. And if I have extra fans, then I have a future plan. There is, you can stop the video when I hold these labels up. There is the fans that I ordered right there. What else is in my box? Okay, I have got just because I wanted to, not necessary, I've got an egg timer or a hatch timer. That's the way I can keep the countdown. I don't have to put a piece of tape on it, something like that, to write down when I started the eggs. This will count down the eggs and give you a countdown for each type of egg that you can hatch. All right, that is my timer, or just a countdown clock, basically. For humidity, I may replace this. We just lost power, y'all. That's why one of my lights went out. For humidity, I've got this little controller here, power's back on already, good for my incubator. This is just a little monitor. It's got a probe that'll drop down into the unit that'll let me know how the humidity is in there. But like I said, I've got the analog humidity gauge too, that it will be way more accurate. With the ink, the temperature is going to be on the Inkbird that I showed you. I also have on order an analog thermometer, but it's not in yet. I may use something different. What else is in my box? The last thing I've got is, no, it's not the last thing. I've got two of these. I bought a pair of them. One will be on the outside of the incubator, one on the inside of the incubator. And they will, hold on. And I have got 5 of these Farm, let's see, oh, there went the power again. Farm Innovators automatic egg turners. I bought 5 of these, and you can see they have a 110 plug right there. That will plug into one of the power strips on the inside of the incubator. So this was the most expensive part. I bought these at my local farm store. Could not find them cheaper on the internet at all, so I went with those. And last but not least, a little bit of a wiring diagram. So Dina's knocking on the door. Come in. You're ready? Okay. That is my parts list. I am kicking around an idea of coming up with a more automated way to control the humidity, because even with this being afloat and everything on the water bowl, I may have to come in and cover part of this if I'm getting too much, or add a sponge to put more humidity out. Just trying to control it. So there is automated ways out there, and I may in the future add one of those. So stay tuned for the assembly. This is going to wrap this video up. Again, if you hadn't already subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing. Give us a thumbs up and hang with us as we put all this together. God bless y'all, and we'll see you again on the next video.